Okay, it should be working now. Great. So welcome to the third of our Saturday workshops. We're so excited to be here with you. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Jenny Ormond and I'm your co-host today. And for the next 25 minutes, you'll hear from the gorgeous Stephanie McLeish and I, and each explaining the different dimensions to something that's enhanced both of our lives. And we're delighted as independent consultants to bring to you in the form of the Be Well Club. My background is in architecture and I build my Arbonne business around my design work and around a young family. I decided to partner with Arbonne almost 4 years ago because I was looking to create a better balance and lifestyle choices for our family. And although I didn't really realize it at the time, I was also seeking a vibrant community. I was no longer getting that from working part-time. And what I found here is an empowered community of like-minded people who believe in more and believe in teamwork. And those are the people that you want to be around. And this business is open to everyone. So let's get started for today. On the surface of it, Arbonne is about fizz sticks and lotions, but that's simply how it comes packaged. Yes, the products are amazing and we're going to use them forever. But the best bit of Arbonne, in our view, is everything that's not on the website that we as consultants simply get by building our business. And that includes things such as mindset training, personal growth, books, holistic wellness through movement, self-care, fueling, of course, with the nutrition, and stress management. So we hope you'll be inspired by what you see today and leave the session feeling empowered to make some substitutions that support healthy living for mind, body and skin. And if you've got any questions as we go through, you can put them in the chat box. So we're going to go over to Jersey now, and Stephanie is there in the sunshine, ready to tell us more.
Good morning, everyone. It's so lovely to be joining you this morning. Yes, from sunny Jersey, where it's about 21 degrees. And thank you, Jenny, for inviting me along to co-host with you this morning on your workshop. These workshops are so good. So just a little bit of background as to, for me, I am a primary school teacher by trade, a job I absolutely love. And I found myself I've got two young children, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I found myself in 2019, when my now 3-year-old was about 18 months old, feeling a little bit not quite myself. So as many other mums might be able to relate to, I had reached a point where my nutrition was not a priority at all. I was on the go all the time. I was the person that was making sure every plate was spinning in the family, shirts were ironed, lunch boxes were ready to go, football kits were prepared, the house was looking half decent, you know, all the stuff that we do in the background, the kind of glue that holds it all together. But really, I had completely let my own health and wellness slip, and it was not a priority. And it began to dawn on me that if I wasn't feeling my best, then I couldn't really provide for the family in the way that I would like to. And so I do believe that the person, and it doesn't always have to be the mum in the family, but if the person in the family that is the person that's keeping things sort of all together isn't feeling their best, or on the contrary, if they are feeling their best, then that can only be a good thing for the rest of the family. So I reached a point where I knew I had to take action, and I knew that my friend was involved with Arbonne, and she had a 30 days to healthy living sort of pack that I could follow and be guided through, and that would help with what I was looking for. It would help me sort of get back on track, reset my health and wellness, start flooding my body with goodness and sort of getting rid of all the toxins. So I did it. I committed, I invested in that pack, and sure enough, Leslie held my hand and guided me through the next 30 days. Within about 6 days of starting that, I felt like a different person. And I know that that's extreme, but I had completely withdrawn from all the sugar that I didn't realize I was completely addicted to. I had completely cut out my coffee. You don't have to, but at that time I was surviving on coffee, and I knew I had to take action. So I'd replaced my coffee with the famous fizz sticks, which we will talk about. And my mind was clearer, I was sleeping better, my skin was starting to clear, and yeah, I was feeling a difference in my clothes, my bloating, all of that. So that motivated me to keep on going. So I continued on with the next few weeks, and by the end of the 30 days I absolutely felt transformed. And again, it seems extreme, but it's absolutely how I felt. I didn't realize that I was actually meant to feel that good, because all my life I had been, you know, having refined sugar and coffee and things that just weren't serving my body. So I then began to realize that there were so many other people in the same position as me and just needed a bit of a helping hand throughout their nutrition or their healthy living journey. And that's when I jumped in and started with Arbonne. And that's actually given me the opportunity to, having moved my family to Jersey to live 6 months ago from Scotland, it's given me the opportunity to sort of put primary school teaching just to the side for the moment and focus on this health and wellness business, and helping others to sort of transform their wellness and get on track and start to feel like the best version of themselves. So throughout my time of doing that, lockdown all happened, and the Arbonne community started something called the Miracle Mornings in the morning, and that for me was transformational, because that gave me a very clear structure for my morning and then for my day. And I think that that's what kept me extremely focused during lockdown and kept me on a sort of healthy path. Otherwise, I know I would have been in at the cupboard every 5 minutes, having a wee snack here and a wee snack there, a wee cup of tea there. I would be watching television and things that just weren't serving me. So I'm grateful for that miracle morning that sort of set me up for the day. So on the back of all that happening, we started to realise as consultants that the miracle morning had really been such a positive impact on us all during that time. And so Be Well Club was born a few months later. And the idea behind Be Well was just to give people that opportunity to, while they're already using the products, now this is clients or people that haven't actually tried the products before, not just consultants, if they're using these nutrition products, then on a monthly basis, then you can actually have them sent to you on something called Autoship, which means they automatically come every 30 or 60 days, depending on how often you would like them to arrive. And you would get free delivery, and you would also get a free product with that as well. So that's incredible on its own. But what we decided to do was give clients the opportunity to have all the stuff that Jenny was speaking about, all the mindset, the mindfulness, the mental health aspect of it all as well. And because if you are feeding and fueling your body with the right fuels and, you know, exercising and all that, that's good for your physical well-being. But what about the most important part, which is the mental well-being? Because it comes hand in hand. So what are you feeding your mind? What are you exposing yourself to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are you reading? What are you thinking about? What are you watching on television? And what are the conversations that you're engaging in all about? And it's starting to look at yourself in a sort of maybe a deeper level and get to know your own self a bit better. And it can be quite enlightening, and it certainly has been for me. So just to then move on to what Be Well actually is, it's access to a website, which Jenny's going to talk about shortly. And one aspect of the website, and this is the part that I'm going to focus on just now, is the morning call. So every morning, Monday to Friday, at 6:30, we have something called the Start Well call. And that takes place on Zoom, and it's a bit like this. You can have your camera on or off. I'd recommend having it on just because it's nice to be able to see everyone's face and be able to interact and see everyone doing the same thing at the same time. It's that kind of communal experience where everyone's kind of feeling together. And we work through the acronym Be Great. Now, every week the call is hosted by a different person, and the person who hosts the call is someone who has reached a level in Arbonne where you could only possibly reach that point by having really done a lot of work on yourself and having learned and grown in ways in which are just so beneficial for you and for others. And so that host shares their information and all their growth with us, which is just incredible. So 6:30, we come on to the call and we start working through this acronym Be Great. So the B stands for breathing. So we do some breath work, maybe some meditation, where we just calm and be still and just maybe think about what your hopes are for the day and how you want your day to go, and just take the time to just be still. And then, I've actually learned lots about breathing techniques and, breath work and the benefits that can come from just engaging in a nice breathing technique. Even small things like, or big things, if you're someone who maybe finds certain situations difficult, you can actually learn some breathing techniques that will help you get through that moment or that experience, calmly and without sort of having any sort of anxiety. One of the things that I've been using recently, I've started having freezing cold showers in the morning, and I know that sounds crazy, and once upon a time I did think it was crazy, but it actually has had such a positive impact on me. And once upon a time I would have been the type of person that would have jumped in the shower and jumped all about and made silly noises and, spoken about how cold it was and freezing cold. But actually, if you just breathe through it, I've just learned to control your breath and breathe through it. Actually, you can pretty much do anything with it with good breathing techniques. So breath work is how we start off. That's the B. E stands for energy. So that's about getting up, getting your endorphins going, really raising your vibration. We maybe listen to some upbeat music and maybe do some squats, some dancing around, just feeling good. And that's when it's good to have your camera on, because you can see all the silly dance moves that other people are doing and have a wee laugh, and my children get involved, and it's all very family friendly and we do all sorts of fun stuff. So that's a little bit of energy. So again, a little 5 minutes on that. Then the G, we move on to gratitude, and they say that you cannot be grateful and angry at the same time. So when you're engaging in real gratitude, really deep, meaningful, being so grateful for the things that you've got, it's very hard to feel anything other than just happy and grateful for the things that you've been given. And it can be things like, your home or a garden to sit in, and or it could be, your health, your children. It could be it could literally be anything. And when you start writing that list, it just automatically makes you smile, because you realize of all the blessings that you absolutely have, and you stop that sort of comparison game with others. The R stands for reading. So for the next few minutes, we engage in some reading of a good personal development book, of which there's always people recommending things. And actually, as part of the Be Well membership, you get access to the Be Well reading club on a Sunday at 10 o'clock. We discuss a good self-development book and chat about it, and it gives you the opportunity to hear about a book that you may not have read, and that allows you to make the decision whether or not you want to go ahead and read that whole book, or whether that little snippet or synopsis is enough for you to take what you need from that. The E stands for education. So as I mentioned, the person hosting the call is someone who's very well versed and very knowledgeable in the area of personal growth. So they take the time to share some of their learning with us. And this past week, we were focusing on moving through change and overcoming fear. And I learned so much about that. We've also talked about habit stacking, and you always learn something new on these calls. The A then stands for affirmations, where we say a sentence in the present tense. So it could be I am patient, I am kind, I attract good people into my life, I attract success. Everything is working out as it should be for me. So we say these affirmations, and this is, you're kind of making these things happen for yourself by thinking the right way. And then the very last letter T is to do. So we set up a little action plan for the day and what you'd like to achieve for the day ahead. So I'm just going to now talk you through the demonstration of the greens shot. I just checked, Jenny, is that us? That's what's happening next, isn't it? Is it the greens demonstration? Yeah, just checking. So part of the membership is that you would have 3 products arriving on Autoship every month. And one of the things that I do every morning is something called the greens drink shot. So that consists of 3 products. It's greens powder, which is made up of 37 different fruit and vegetables. So the benefits of this is that you're getting so much goodness in one scoop, because it's hard to, get everything you need on a weekly basis. So this really sorts out your greens and all the vitamins that come along with that. Now remember that your body will only absorb what it needs. So anything that you take from this that your body doesn't need will just be flushed out. So it can only be beneficial even if you've got a really good leafy green diet. So 1 scoop of this, we have something called gut health. So these come in a box of 30 sachets. And what the gut health is a mixture of probiotics, prebiotics, and enzymes. And this is focused on building a healthy microbiome. So in your gut, they say it's like the second brain, and it does so much good for your body. And if you look after your gut will look after you in terms of your immune system and building that up to be nice and strong. And you do want to have a mixture of things in your body, and the gut health just helps to maintain that healthy balance inside your gut. And then the last product that goes into the greens drink is a fizz stick, and this is what Jenny was speaking about earlier. So one of these contains 55 milligrams of caffeine, about the same as your average cup of coffee. And they come in different flavors. We've got mango and peach, we've got pomegranate, we've got blood orange, which is one of my favorites. We've got lemon. There's so many flavors. So you can choose the one that you like, or have a mixture like me. One of these sachets goes in, it's got B vitamins, and as I said, some caffeine, and the caffeine is all naturally derived. Our products are all vegan certified and gluten-free and made sustainably produced, cruelty-free as well. And then you just add all of that into a glass with water. And some people actually do add in two teaspoons full of apple cider vinegar, and that's the one that's with the mother. And that's because apple cider vinegar has said to have sorry about that, 5-year-old looking for his new glasses. So the yes, the vinegar, that has got some benefits, as in can promote weight loss, can reduce blood sugar levels. There's so many things that it's been said that it can do. So pop 2 teaspoons of that into your green shot, mix it all together, and then it's just a case of drinking it. Now, I was going to demonstrate this, but I'm aware of time. I do want to be very mindful and respectful of your time. So I'm going to pass over to Jenny, who's going to talk you through the next part of the Be Well.
Thanks, Stephanie. That's great. And fizz sticks are amazing. So I'm actually not going to talk too much about fizz sticks, but these are such a great way to start your day. A selection of flavors is great for any girl who loves a bit of choice. Right. I am going to share my screen with you, and I'd love to show you about another dynamic that we have with the Be Well Club as well. So give me 10 seconds and this should work. Is that working? Yeah, great. So this is the website. There's a sort of public face to the website, and then this is in the members section just now as well. So one thing I really love is you can sign up for daily affirmations, and this is something that Stephanie mentioned. The correlation between doing the kind of physical stuff with, the nutrition, but actually going all in with your holistic health makes such a great difference. So for instance, a few minutes ago, the Be Well Club sent me a text message, and these come through every day. And you get, today's is, we're all faced with a series of great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. So if you're inclined, then you can sign up for these text affirmations that come through every morning at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a Saturday. And it's just a great way to have another reminder. So you're constantly getting these wee pickups throughout the day, throughout the week, because you get one a day. And you can do this irrespective of which market you're in, whether you're in UK, US, or Australia, New Zealand. from our table to yours. I love this. So this changes quite regularly, and they put up different recipes for each of the different markets. So just some inspiration, and these are all really straightforward ones. So the whole thing about, Steph mentioned the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, which I've also done many times. And it's just so great. They're all designed to work within a busy lifestyle, and I think that's really important. So all the recipes that are up here are similarly kind of quick and easy to do. So we also have music. There are a couple of playlists here: an affirmation playlist, a confidence boost playlist. So again, just adding another dynamic to your day. So it can be on in the background, or it's encouraging you to rest and relax. We have the Start Well morning session, which Stephanie spoke so well about. And those things are just such a great way to start your day. It's a nice pace for the morning, and not too early either. And then we always have some workouts down here as well. At the moment, these are all sort of yoga orientated. I had a look at these the other day, so different aspects of yoga. And for anybody who doesn't know, Arbonne is actually quite yoga aligned in its whole in its holistic approach to health and wellness. So you can dip in there, and these are all performed by other consultants who are qualified in their field. So there's something there, and you can't write it. Anyway, so Miracle Morning is the book that the book club are reading at the moment, and if you haven't read it, it's such a great one to delve into. But that was also a game changer for me, and this is where it kind of relates to the Start Well morning sessions, because how you start your day, most of us kind of get out of bed and then just fall into the day and deal with things as they come to us. But when you do Miracle Morning or these Start Well sessions, you actually deal with yourself first. Put your head, so you put your life first and your head first, and then take life with you afterwards, so that you're already focused and pointing in the right direction. And it relates back to this book, which is a really interesting story if you haven't already read it. So there's plenty going on that builds up that more holistic approach to health and wellness. And there's such a community, and I think it's being part of that wider sphere and putting yourself in the environment. So it's not just a single facet, i.e. just changing what you're putting in. It's actually the stories you're telling yourself. Maybe you've come in, I know in my own situation, I felt like we had had children, and then the profession that I was really loving just wasn't as fulfilling anymore, because you're not able to, your time isn't solely your own anymore. You're dividing it up between family and keeping everything going. So actually to put yourself in an environment where it's buzzy is such a great place to be. So let's go. I want to show you again. Steph has shown you the green shot, or she's spoken through the green shot, and she might be making it there. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I wanted to show you another way that I use the Arbonne products every day. So I have a busy lifestyle, just the same as you do. Time is neat, and we have our children. So I use, I love to use a protein fiber. I'm not going to put this in here, but I already mentioned about fizz sticks. So I love starting the day with one of those. And this is just to show you how easy it can be to fit these products and to fit a nutrient dense breakfast into your day. So I won't put the blender on, but this is just one recipe, and there are so many to choose from. But in the morning, rather than reaching for leftover cereal from the kids' breakfast, then it's very easy just to make something quick for yourself that's nutrient dense, that's going to fill you up, give you a whole load of 20 grams of protein and 20 vitamins and minerals. So when you start your day, That's the protein, 2 scoops. And a bunch of different flavors, vanilla, chocolate, and coffee, would you believe? Now half a scoop of fiber, and that just keeps everything moving the way it should be. There is fiber in the shakes as well, so half a scoop is great for me. And I'm going to throw in some chia seeds as well. So on a normal day, 2 children sitting over there, going breakfast around, maybe, munching away, usual family scenario, and that's it. That's all it takes. And so I'm going to put that in the blender, turn it upside down, and that's me done. And it's so quick and easy, and in a kind of Blue Peter style. Here's that's one I made just a minute or two ago.
Jenny, sometimes because the mornings are so busy in our house, sometimes I actually make the shake the night before and just pop it in the fridge, because the mornings are just a bit crazy. And so I thought, how can I try to make it easier to fit wellness in? Because like you say, everyone's so busy, and this has to fit into busy lifestyles. So night before, it still tastes great, but it's probably fresh is at the absolute best, but it still tastes great.
And I think the thing about these ones as well, not to dwell too much on this, but it's so versatile. So if you're somebody who likes porridge, plop a scoop in. If you like overnight oats, you can use that for that. You can bake with it, shake with it, and so on. So that's something, it's a real quick and easy way, and so versatile in terms of flavors. Okay, what else did I want to tell you? So really the reason for sort of showing that to you just now is just that it's to demonstrate how easy it is to bring a nutrient dense option into your everyday and benefit from the wider holistic approach. And these are designed around a busy lifestyle. So what we've shown you today is all free as an extra when you with your fully customizable subscription box from Arbonne. So we're all benefiting from it as consultants, and we know you guys would love it too. And we're so delighted to share this with other people. So all you have to do, all you do is pick, choose 3 products or more if you prefer, that you love, and have them auto shipped to your door. You get free shipping and a free gift every time, and there's no catch, and you choose what the products are and have a chat with your independent consultant, because you'll choose ones that are going to be right for you and going to support where you're at and where you want to go to. And you can switch those up as well. There's no tie-in period. It's just amazing value, and it's so convenient to help you stay on track. So we've just shown you a couple of ways that you can benefit with the greens and with the protein in these products that we've shown, but there are lots of different permutations. Did you have anything else, Steph, that you wanted to cover this morning?
No, just things like that kind of resonated with me, were that this almost seemed too good to be true, because for our clients who are already buying these products, so they're already buying those 3 products every month, because you get a 30-day supply, and here's the green shot ready to drink. And I know it doesn't look very appetizing, and I must say that the first few I did sort of mind over matter, but now I actually crave this in the morning, believe it or not. I look forward to my greens, and I definitely feel it's missing if I've, for whatever reason, not been able to get it. So these 3 products, 30 days worth in each box, they run out and you re-buy them every month. So by putting it into Autoship, you don't have to remember to buy them every month. They just always arrive at your door without you having to remember to reorder, or 60 days if you prefer a 60-day option. It's free shipping, as I mentioned earlier. You get the free full-size product, and sometimes it's a product that you might not have ever chosen to use, and then you think, oh, this is actually great. For example, one of the months it was the gel iPads that people were getting, and they tried them, and you know, they made a real difference to just smoothing out some fine lines under people's eyes. So that was a product that someone got free and now absolutely loves. The other good thing about it is that you can cancel at any point. So if you decide for whatever reason that you wanted to put it on hold, you're going on holiday, or maybe just wanted to have a few months of a break for whatever reason, you can do that at any point. And you can also change and adapt your order. So maybe one month you want the pomegranate fizz sticks, but the following month you want to give the mango ones a try. You can amend it as you go as well, which I think is great. So it just feels to me that when people are already ordering these things, they're getting the free shipping, they're getting the free gift, and they're getting now all this Be Well with completely no extra charge, just because we as the consultants want to give our clients, you know, great value for money and genuinely help them to feel better and to feel like the best version of themselves. So yeah, just to reiterate what you've said, Jenny, just contact the person who told you about this call and ask about the different options, because you can mix and match with different options that work best for you and your family.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for this morning, for coming. Thanks, Steph, for agreeing and for sharing that with us as well. So we'll sign off for now, and wishing you all a wonderful day. And if you're not already auto shipping, then go and get a chat with someone about it and get into the Be Well.
Thank you, Jenny.
Have a great day. Have a
Bye,
great day.
everyone.
Bye.